fixed energy. That's, you know, I'm an Aquarius, and I get told that I'm stubborn all the time. But, you know, I take all of the information that I possibly have at my disposal, and then I make the decision. I can't say that about all the fixed signs. But, you know, that's how I make my decisions. And I stick to them. And a lot of the times it goes against the grain of other people, of society, you know. But that's why you have to be stubborn about, you know, I know that I'm doing the right thing and I'm going to stick to it. That is what fixed energy is about. Okay, sticking to your decisions. So it looks like you're going to have some sort of decision to make about changing some habit that you have, okay, for the better. 6th house habits, 12th subconscious, and then Taurus is your community sector, okay? It could also be about the way that you communicate, short distance travel, again, siblings, neighbors, okay? Early learning. Okay, so enough of that. That happens on the 12th, and then the moon goes into Virgo. The nice thing about this is that the next aspect that the moon makes is 11 degrees squaring Jupiter, okay? So you have between 24 degrees and 11 degrees, 17 degrees of the moon not making any aspects to any other planets, okay? So you get a little bit of a respite, reprieve from, you know, the moon just constantly, you know, being bombarded by other planets' energies. The moon just gets to be the moon, and you just get to sit in the energy of, you know, just feeling that energy, those emotions, okay? So you can work through whatever happened here, you can work through it, okay? And in a calm manner as well, without being bombarded by other planets. So the moon then moves into a square with Jupiter and Gemini. This is your partnership sector, either business or personal. And then Gemini is your home sector. Okay, so the habits, changing the habits might lead into either getting help from your partners or possibly making life easier for your partners. And for your household, you know, again, many different scenarios could come out of this, right? But then the moon moves into an opposition with Saturn, and then a sextile with Mars again, hitting that trine that it just hit a few days earlier, okay? So, not too big of a deal, even whether it's in an opposition or not. It's still hitting that trine. So, you know, like I said, you know, 5th house is, you know, 5th house I call your fun zone. You know, it's I'm going to point this out here too, since there's emphasis on your 5th house. If you're looking to create a baby, Mars can help you do that. Now, since it's in retrograde, maybe it might take a little more time, but if you're not looking to create a baby, protect yourself, you know, while Mars is in Cancer. On top of that, Jupiter is going to move into Cancer on June 4th, I believe, somewhere around there. And then you're going to have a whole year of, you know, having an opportunity to create a baby or having to protect yourself, okay? So I'm just going to throw that out there as well, okay? So, let's see, where were we? Okay, this is leading into Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day. Mercury moves into Pisces, which of course is your sign. Mercury doesn't like being in Pisces. I'm just going to say it, okay? It's actually in detriment when it's in Pisces. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, okay? So it's all about facts and figures and boundaries and the tangible, okay? What you can touch, you know, the 3D world, okay? And Pisces, as you probably know, is the house of, you know, Neptune is called the great dissolver. It doesn't like boundaries. It likes, you know, spirituality and the ethereal and, you know, just being free, right? To just flow how you want to flow. Mercury doesn't get down with that. So there might be some annoyances, you know. The fight is between, is Pisces going to win over Mercury, or is Mercury going to win over Pisces, you know. Another thing that I laugh about is that we have so many planets in detriment right now that it's just unbelievable. So the sun is in detriment in Aquarius, Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Aries, and Jupiter in Gemini. Also, Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Cancer are in their fall positions, which means it's not as bad as detriment, but fall is also like it just can't do its best work. So we have all these grumpy planets that, you know, really don't want to be where they're at. So, and then on top of that, we have Venus is going to go retrograde in its detriment, and then Mercury is also going to start its retrograde in Aries, but then go back into Pisces in its detriment. So, you know, and then Jupiter just came out of its retrograde period in its detriment. So I just have to laugh about that. Just some grumpy planets at the moment. Mercury is no exception. So either Mercury's going to win over Pisces or Pisces is going to win over Mercury. But my bet is Pisces is going to turn Mercury a bit confused. Okay, maybe put on some rose-tinted glasses or something. But there might be some confusion in there with Mercury, unless, of course, a planet comes in to aspect Mercury. It might kind of clear the air for a couple of days. But yeah, there could be some confusion going on with Mercury being in there. Okay, just to give you a heads up. We then have the moon coming into a trine with Uranus. So we have this opposition here in T-square, and then a couple days later we have a trine coming in to kind of calm the waters. Okay. Yeah, so that's the great thing about the moon, is it moves so quickly that something could just explode and then the next day everything's fine. You know, which is a little awkward, but you know, that's how the moon works, baby. Okay. Saturday the 15th, moon comes into an opposition with Neptune. I'm going to tell you, like I've told everyone else, this can lead to destructive behaviors. Okay. Now, in the U.S., the Valentine's Day and weekend is right now. Okay, 14th, 15th, 16th. A lot of people could be going out partying, maybe overdoing it. When you have the moon in opposition with Neptune, it can bring the not so great sides of the planets out. Neptune is great. The great sides of it is spirituality, ethereal, you know, unconditional love. But the bad sides of it is escapism. And that's the nice word that I'm trying to use. You know, abusing substances. So, you know, this is Saturday night, you know, depending where you are in the world. Please don't drink and drive, okay? Especially when you have this aspect coming into your third house of, you know, short distance travel as well. Please don't drink and drive or any other substances, okay? But on top of that, it's also in alignment with the karmic nodes, with the lunar nodes, which are very karmic in nature. If something, you know, this could lead to self-sabotage. It could lead to other people getting hurt, and it could lead to you you know, getting that karmic wheel to start spinning, okay? And you might end up with a karmic tie. So please be careful. Make sure that you don't hurt yourself or anybody else. And I'm going to leave it there, okay? Just be careful, please, okay? And I have told that to everybody, not just you. It's unfortunately the opposition and the lunar nodes. It's just, you know, it's something like bound to happen that could end up creating a karmic cycle for you. Okay? Okay, then the moon moves into Libra, where it trines Pluto and opposes Venus in Aries. This is about 6 degrees by now. Libra is your 8th house. And of course, Pluto is the natural ruler of the 8th house of Scorpio. So, transformation going on here, a lot of transformation, trining Pluto here. Your finances, debts, taxes, and also sex, death, transformation, rebirth. Okay, maybe you might be wanting to find some quiet time with a romantic partner, you know, especially with, you know, the square coming into, because a little after that, we're going to hit that darn square again, you know, Chiron and Mars. So you might be having some time with a romantic partner. You might be thinking about your debts and finances as opposed to the way that you spend your money. Yeah, you know, something to do with your value system and also time with another person. Okay? Let's see here. Coming Sunday, we have got the trine to Jupiter, and then we have this square at 17 degrees and then 20 degrees. Okay? So, yeah. You know, probably going to be an exciting weekend, but please just be careful. Okay? I've told everybody that. I'm not scolding anybody. Just be careful. Okay? I am going to leave it there with 16th, February 16th, Sunday. Okay? And if you want to see what's going on next week, please like and subscribe, share. If you have any questions, comment. I have been asking everybody if they could possibly comment like where you're from, so that I could see like how far these videos are getting. That would be pretty cool for me. I also, you know, do a lot of esoteric metaphysics, energy healing. If you want to check out my website, a lot more than just astrology and tarot, if you want to check it out. Other than that, I will leave it here, and I hope to see you next week. Okay? Have a good week, Pisces. Bye.